Assalamualaikum and a very good morning everyone. So today we are going to learn about Progress Review Unit 6 Sport. So what do you learn in Unit 6? In Unit 6, you are going to learn about 4 things. 1. Talk about different sports. Number 2. There was, there were, was and were. Number 3. Regular and irregular verbs. Number 4. Last weekend. So, first, you're going to talk about different sports. Find the odd word out in each group. Number 1. Skiing. Why? Because there isn't a ball. It isn't a team sport. Number 2. Tennis. Because there isn't any water. Sailing and swimming are water sports. Number 3. Rugby. You don't sit on a horse or bike. Cycling and horse riding requires a horse or a bike. Number 4. Judo. Because you don't use a stick or club or ball. Golf and hockey require a stick or club or ball. Number 5. Athletics. Why? Because there isn't a ball or a net. Volleyball and tennis requires ball and a net. Number 6. Hockey. Because you use a ball. It is a team sport. Climbing and skiing are not a team sport. Next, there was, there were, was and were. Complete the dialogue with the affirmative or negative form of was and were. Were you at the sports show last night? Tom said, no, I wasn't. Was is good. Max, good, it was great. Becky and Raj were there too. Really? Max said, yes, there were a lot of different sports to try. No way, what sports? Tom said. Well, there was judo, when I did some climbing and cycling, said Max. Tom said, that sounds great. Max said, I know, it was so cool, but there wasn't much time to talk to people. There weren't any famous climbers or cyclists, but there was a judo star there. Tom said, was it an Olympic champion? Max said, no, it was me. Haha, very funny, Max. Third, regular and irregular verbs. Complete the sentence with the words in the box. Number 1. My sister traveled around Australia last summer. Travel is the word for travel. Travel. Number 2. Andy Murray won the Wimbledon tennis tournament in 2013. Won is the word for win. W-I-N. Number 3. Nadia Comaneci competed in the Montreal Olympics when she was 14. Competed is the word for compete. C-O-M-P-E-T-E. Number 4. Last year, my family and I went to Turkey. When is the past tense for go? G-O. Number 5. I did all my homework at school. Did is a past tense for do. D-O. Number 6. Pelé started to play football for the Brazil national team when he was 16. Started is the past tense for start. S-T-A-R-T. And number 7, One Direction became really famous in 2010. Became is a past tense for become. B-E-C-O-M-E. Next, write the past simple form of the verbs. Then decide if they are regular or irregular. Regular verbs create the past simple by adding ed to the base form. For example, number 1, learn, learned. Number 2, give, gave. Number 3, see, to saw. Number 4, play, to played. Number 5, come, to came. Number 6 is live, to lift. Number 8, speak, to spoke. Number 7, finish, to finished. Number 9, eat, to ate. As you can see here, there are regular and irregular verbs. So in the box with red words is considered regular verbs, while in the box with blue words is irregular verbs. So for example, give, to give, they change the word, but for regular verbs they just adding ed at the end of the word. Next is complete the text with the past simple form of the verbs in brackets. So this is the text, so let's read together, shall we? Dr. Ludwig Guttmann was a German doctor, and he worked in a hospital in England during the Second World War. His patients had serious problems with their backs, but Dr. Guttmann used sport to help them. He began a sports competition at the hospital. Soon, people from other countries came to the hospital games. In September 1960, the hospital games changed to the Paralympics, and the first competition took place in Rome. Athletes from 23 countries competed in the events. Italy won 80 medals. So as you can see in here, was is a past tense for be. Going to were, was, were, wasn't, weren't. Number 2, worked is a past tense for work. W-O-R-K. Number 3, had is a past tense for have. H-A-V-E. Number 4, used is a past tense for used. U-S-E. Number 5, began is a past tense for begin. B-E-G-I-N. Number 6, came is a past tense for come. C-O-M-E. Number 7, changed is a past tense for change. C-H-A-N-G-E. Number 8, took is a past tense for take. T-A-K-E. Competed is a past tense for compete. C-O-M-P-E-T-E. Won. Number 10, won is a past tense for win. W-I-N. So as you can see in here, you can differentiate between regular and irregular verbs. If it's regular, you have to add ed or d at the end of the words. But if it's irregular, it's gonna change the word, completely change the word. Alright? Next, you are going to learn about what did you do last weekend. Choose the correct responses. Number 1, how was your weekend? The answer is C, great, thanks. Number 2, I went to a tennis match. The answer is B, was it good? Number 3, who were you with? The answer is A, my mom and sister. Number 4, why don't you come next time? The answer is sure, why not? Number 5, text me when you're going, okay? The answer is C. Okay then. Next is listen to two friends talking and answer the questions. Number 1, what did Luisa do at the weekend? The answer is she worked on her PE project. Number 2, what did she write about? She wrote about a famous tennis match or sporting event. When was the match? It was in 2000. Number 4, why was the match special? It was the longest match in the history of tennis. Number 5, where were the players from? They were from the USA and France. Number 6, how many games did the players play? They played 183 games. So in this dialogue, Luisa worked on her PE project on the weekend, and she wrote about a famous tennis match or sporting event. Why she chose the match? Because it was the longest match in the history of tennis, and the players are from USA and France. They played 182 games. So that was the longest match of the history of tennis. So that is why it is unique and special. And that is why also Luisa worked on her PE project using this event. That is all for today. That is all for topic progress review unit 6. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.